Brooks hits the three, a good
defend for the whole shot clock.
Dickinson will have to bring it up. You saw Juwan Howard on the sideline. Bounce pass. One of the things he really stressed was how unorganized they were against Arizona, how they needed to get organized and communicate better starting tonight.
And this matchup's huge for that, because Tarleton State's going to pressure them.
And 8 on the shot clock. Gibson in amongst the trees will bounce it out to Daniel and
going a little bit.
After the Michigan turnover, Daniel trying to go to work against Brooks.
Tarleton State's going to end on shot clocks. It's a great ghost screen there where the screen doesn't actually happen. A lot of teams have been running this.
And Caleb Houston will put on the brakes across half court.
25. 45.
Really applying the pressure. The three falls. They'll call it
foundation. Great foundation by Houston.
They went and looked at it, as we mentioned during the timeout. It was a 2, so we're tied at 9 apiece as Taj. Every Michigan possession has ended in either a turnover or a...
Got to set the pick and roll. Roll hard to the basket. Defense is going to clap, then you hit your shooter.
Here's Collins to Dickinson. Triple team on the big man. Works it around to the open shooter. And here's Collins now to work. Jump pass down to Diabate, who has to back it out. Collins on the drive, gets to the rim.
And it leads to a careless turnover by Houston.
Halfway through this first half, and a 2-point game between Michigan and Tarleton State as Hopkins drives inside. That one taken away. Diabate will start it up the floor. He's got the skill to bring it up if need be. Looking for room on the baseline now and spin
on the offensive end. And you got to credit Tarleton State a little bit. They're being pesky. They're getting in passing lanes. Offensively, when you play, you've got to cut hard. You've got to have a
one last year. They went 10-10 in the shortened season a year ago. This is Gibson. 5 on the shot clock, working against Collins. The pull-up jumper.
Share the game, set screens, extra passes. Have we seen that? No, because Tarleton State's done a great job of taking that all away. Finally, you see that, and it results in a layup. Like when you play the game the right way.
Big Ten Coach of the Year last year, Juwan Howard, drawing up a terrific set off the timeout to get his big man Diabate involved. Eight to shoot. Texans to work, down by 4. Nowhere to go with it. Back in the corner now. Gibson going to have to shoot 1 on the shot clock. Gets inside. Can't get it to go, but on the drive inside. Collins.
That's a great job of execution.
Let's get back to basics. Watch film. Get in the gym.
Fantastic. And then offensively sprints down the rim, gets the foul, and creates a foul. Like that's special.
Dropping a dime to Diabate for the 2-hand flush. That was outstanding work, freshman to freshman.
Simple play. Houston's able to drive, a little drop off. Great balance, great feet on the finish.
Texans after the dunk, a taunting call. We see a Class A technical. Pokes around the screen. Small, trying to find room to penetrate against Diabate. 8 on the shot clock. Good defense again for Michigan. Here's Gibson. 2 to shoot. Gibson, the penetration.
A little bit longer to make sure that that guard can't turn that corner. That's the communication on the defensive side that they're lacking just a little bit.
Back to Collins for 3. Here's Brooks, open 3. And And that one falls. Got no good, and Dickinson the rebound. Hard to say this, Brian, but in a year in which you recruited 3 McDonald's All-Americans to your team, the best recruiting job for Juwan Howard might have been to convince Eli Brooks to come back for his super senior year. What was it that Juwan Howard said to us when we were talking about it? He said, yeah, when we found out he was coming back, I'm pretty sure I toasted a glass of wine with my wife as Dickinson gets the block inside, and Michigan on the move, up by 9. Dickinson deep 2. That
Their offense then.
Wolverines have turned it on. A little more energy on both ends of the floor. Certainly a lot more production. The 3 from Shakur Daniel won't go. Offensive rebound, and that's got 5. Three offensive rebounds.
15, 17, 18 feet, knock that down. It gives this whole offense space. Playing, getting the others involved, playing with great pace. Good first half for him.
3 to shoot. Gotta hurry on the drive. Dickinson got a piece, and Michigan can hold for the final shot if they so choose.
Good defense. You're funneling Tarleton State right to your big. Dickinson has been doing a great job of blocking and getting deflections down.
We've been stuck at 31-22 for the last 3 minutes. In the corner, the 3 won't go. Rebound underneath by Shamir Bogues. The half-court heave, good if it goes. Well, short. And halftime has arrived in Ann Arbor with Michigan. And a turnover by Dickinson. And back to work goes Tarleton State on the drive. That won't go. Offensive rebound, number 6 for the Texans. Collision inside. They stay with it after another offensive board, and Freddie Hicks gets his first 2 of the night. Brooks the 3. That's the... Gibson will leave it up top, and the 3 rolls off from Hicks. Brandon Johns Jr. will start it up the floor. Inside, Dickinson with a 2-hand hammer.
First 3 possessions of the second half, 2 of them go to Hunter Dickinson. First one a turnover, that one great job sealing, results in a dunk. That's what Michigan needs early on. It's getting everyone else going. Like, that's the difference. Fastest, get the
big 7'1" guy going against a lineup of guards. 2 games like this actually tougher in some instances on a big guy.
Low man wins when it comes to post play. And the smaller guy usually has the leverage. And as a big, it's so tough to be able to understand where those small guys are. Because
to the rim, Noah McDavid can't connect. And pushing up is Devontae Jones. Dickinson. Air ball finished by Caleb Houston.
Like this. The one thing about Tarleton State is they play hard for all 40 of them. That's the one thing that every game that I've watched against them, you saw in the first half here, they are making Michigan uncomfortable. I know it's a 16-point lead, and Michigan has come out to a great start this second half, but they're making them uncomfortable.
Pretty good group of players, but he said he thinks Monday because we play Gonzaga next week. And Houston's pass taken away. Turnover number 13 for the Wolverines.
That's a tough pass right across the chest. That's right where the hands are. Put that on the deck, make it a bounce pass, and it's a layup.
Now weave again to Small at the top. 2 for 7 from the floor. Elbow jumper fall. And falling back on the habits we saw early in the first half. Drive to the rim, and a foul is going to be called.
Those 2 guys are players, not just role. Like those 2 kids.
Tarleton State turning up the pressure a little bit defensively. 11-point game. Dickinson inside to Johns, and he'll work
him and in the paint. That's really good offense from Kevin. They haven't imposed their will.
Concerned about, and communication and organization were 2 things that he stressed with us when we talked with him before the game. 8 to shoot. Texans going to work with Hicks driving against Dickinson. The layup is good, and he'll go to the line. Third foul on Hunter Dickinson. Once down 16, has cut it to a 9-point game in just 3 minutes. Devontae Jones. Moussa Diabate on the floor now, replacing Dickinson. This is John trying to snap that 8-1 run, and he.
Sometimes you overthink the game. I know I did it when I was a freshman and a sophomore. And when I stopped thinking and just played, I was a much better basketball player. Takes. He took me out a lot of times, but I knew he was going to. It's tough to do, though. It really is. It's extremely tough to do.
Brooks, nice spin, and back.
Saw the little bit of the twist there with the pink shoe.
Different shoes just to show you the next time they're on the floor. We're getting a little bit of time. This is not a very deep team on the drive against Diabate. Can't get the shot to fall for Shamir Bogues. Michigan will push it up the floor to Brooks. Brooks, the three in transition, way off the mark, but Diabate there to under 10 once more. A familiar refrain tonight for the Texans offense. Gibson stumbles, gathers the shot short, and Jones the rebound, then taken away by Hopkins.
When you slow the game down, you slow possessions down.
Gibson hanging in the air, good defense by Jones, but underneath.
And what he's been, it's a...
No basketball until the age of 12. Came from Taj Small, won't go, and the rebound for Michigan's Moussa Diabate. Caleb Houston will back it out now to Eli Brooks. Shot clock winding to 15. Brooks the kick to Houston. 3 in the corner. That's good. An important game for him. And so far, it's been a very good game for Caleb Houston as he
overs by Michigan. And I think that's the thing when you look at the film.
Moment. A life lesson as well as a basketball lesson. Taj Small, 9 points for Small. Gibson has 10. The only Texan in double figures. Tough matchup against Diabate. 10 to shoot. Gibson. Oh, he found the open man cutting down the middle of the lane. Noah McDavid, the freshman, with a 50th ranked Michigan with 8:45 to go in the ball game. Williams will back it out, trying to deny it to Jones, doing a good job of it. Diabate will put it on the deck. He'll drive inside and draw the foul.
Diabate continues to get more and more minutes. What he's done to the free throw line, that's great patience by a young player.
But boy, he's got a pretty shot there. 2 for 2 tonight at the free throw line for Diabate, who's into double figures with 10. Gibson bumped by Brooks. Didn't matter. The shot falls. And now Jones with the double running at him. Open man is Brooks, and Brooks was on the sideline, and
it's crazy. It really is. And this is where Michigan has to take care of the basketball. 18 turnovers.
Baseline, and that'll be a blocking foul after the pass. We saw a Diabate technical spark Michigan in the first half. Will a blocking foul spark Michigan in this second? Opportunity for the 1-and-1. Will Smith. 8 to shoot. Shakur Daniel working against Diabate. Leads it in the corner for Taj Small. The 3 drops. It died on the back iron. All game. They've not scored in over 2 minutes. Tarleton State, meanwhile, is within 6 with the ball. Here's Gibson. And he cuts the 22 points off the 19 Michigan turnovers. Inside, Dickinson knocked away. Dickinson going up for it and a foul.
Good about themselves right now, and then defensively, What a block. Again, and this is a matchup that's extremely tough for Hunter Dixon because you don't know where the bodies are.
And he misses again, but an offensive rebound for Diabate. Brooks for three. Off the heel. Diabate plucks it again. Out it goes. Houston's three. Up and off the rim, and it'll be corralled by... In the face of Diabate on the inbound, and Dickinson, a whistle and a foul.
Termed junkyard dogs, right? Guys that are undersized, guys that are just going to compete. They're just going to. We've done that versus Michigan.
Has bothered Michigan tonight. The turnovers have bothered them more. 19 turnovers for Michigan. 4 to shoot. Daniel has to hoist. Daniel hits it. It's a three. And Houston back out. Diabate for three. That'll die, but Houston right there for the rebound. We've got a whistle. Conference game. New to Division I over the last 2 years, but they've never won a game on the road in the non-conference in Division I. Here's Brooks entering inside, and a foul is called.
Good job of driving the ball to the paint.
14 of 19 at the stripe. Inbound Dickinson will get it back to Brooks. Here's Jones. Nothing doing on the baseline. And right in front of Dickinson. Now he gets free. Dickinson lumbering down the baseline. 9 for Dickinson. The lead stretches to 7. Big possession here for Tarleton State. And they finish with a hard-fought ball game here the night before Thanksgiving. Brooks in trouble. Picks up his dribble. Got help from Diabate. 10 to shoot as Jones will go to work. Dickinson, double, finds Diabate.
For the big fella, cut to the front of the rim. Good things happen when they've done it. They just haven't done it that much tonight.
I like seeing the two bigs working together on the floor. That's a potent combination. Daniel, the handoff, and an offensive foul. Screened off. Leaves with 7 points, 2 for 6 shooting, and so a very thin team loses 2 of its main weapons in a 7-point game with 1:45 and counting to go.
Watch a high ball screen. Tarleton State's going to double this when it comes, and then Hunter Dixon's got to roll to the front of the rim, put pressure on it.
Dickinson working inside, finds Diabate again. Result for Michigan.
Hunter Dickinson's been so good the last 2.5 minutes of this game.
Dickinson snares the rebound. And a foul in the backcourt. And Dickinson won off the team lead in assists. And Michigan has pulled away late, 65-54.
Less than a play in regulation, 1 minute remaining.
Under a minute to go. Gibson needs a little help. Gets it back. Gibson, the three. Not gonna go. Rebound ripped down by Jones. And now Michigan closing in on their 4th win of the year. And a timeout first. How Dolphins will fare in a barn. But I guess we'll find out coming up next on the Big Ten Network. The 11-point game, Michigan ready to close this one out against Tarleton State. A 10-2 run since the Texans got it to a 1-possession game, and Dickinson a big reason why. Brooks launches the deep three. That won't go. Rebound for the Texans. Under 20 seconds to play as Javonte Hopkins works it up. A quick three in the corner. That one rims off for Taj Small. Rebound for Michigan. And the Wolverines will dribble this one out. Diabate will finish. The score not indicative of how tight this game was. Michigan got a test, but the Wolverines